Ready yet, Mr. Barrett?
Yeah, my son Stevenson, my son over at the school, and they ignored it. The son came home with a bloody nose, and instead of taking care of it, they went ahead and they decided they weren't going to do anything about it. And that's when they decided to put the trespass on me because I complained. I tried to make a report, and instead of dealing with the issue, they just went with their MOAs over at Kemp Elementary School and Cobb County Schools. Is when a parent complains about something, and you could see this on Channel 11 News, Channel 46 News, they'll try to villainize the parent. Because the parent took a picture of rats in the food over at Cobb County School, and then the cops turned around and said, "Oh, they just photoshopped the rat," when it was obviously it was not. Everyone saw the video, and there was also some interesting video of where they store their food, the dirty conditions over at Cobb County, and yeah, it's exactly gross. But their MO is pretty much to turn it on the parent for complaining. And if you go to my community page, a lot of people have been getting caught. I've been doing this for 6 months now, and since then, you've seen a lot of people in the ranks over at Cobb County getting arrested for pedophilia. You had the school teacher that was arrested for putting a camera in the kids' bathroom. Then the Cobb County Sheriff, child pornography, and sexual assault, another sheriff. I put that up on my community page. You'll see. So we have a lot of things going on there. Then you have pedophiles protecting pedophiles.
Oh, you too. How have you been? Your best life?
Yeah, they need more pressure on them. And the thing is, the way the school is set up, they've set themselves up as like a fourth branch of government. They have their private police department, their secret police, and what they're doing is the actual school administrators are acting like police officers that don't have any accountability. They're only accountable to themselves. And it's a peculiar and strange situation.
Is that recent?
Yeah, Tater Tot is doing some of the same stuff. He just had a video where they actually called the Cobb County School District property. They try to call it private. It's not private property, it's public property. And they trespassed him for no reason. They didn't give him any cause.
Have a good one.
You can't trespass someone without having a reason to. And complaining about, poor conditions is not a reason to trespass someone.
Yeah, you got an agent
I'm done with him
here.
if you're.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to chat.
Yep, he's.
Oh, you're the person.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
on the phone. I don't want to interrupt you.
okay. Yeah, where did you want to go? Okay, great. And what was your name?
Jonathan Spurlock.
Jonathan Spurlock. Thank you for seeing me today.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate it. Where do you want to sit?
Seat right here.
All right, great.
How can I help you today?
Well, for a very long time now, I have been trying to report crimes that the Cobb County School District is doing, and they've ignored me. Mm-hmm. They brushed me off, and then they tried to villainize me.
Okay.
Several years ago, My son's kindergarten teacher, he's over at Kemp Elementary School, was in the bathroom inappropriately with my son alone, watching his penis. And she was caught, and I was informed about it by the school. And when I said, I want something done about this now, they blew me off. I told them, look, and I have all this videoed, you need to call the cops. The cops need to come in here and they need to do an investigation. They refused. This is Kemp Elementary School.
Is it KEMP?
KEMP.
I'll
Under,
listen to you up to the closest door.
sure.
You grab the other one as well.
Okay. He's listening, people. He's listening. Let's see how long it lasts. I have a great deal of hope here.
Okay, well, listen to what you got going on and see how
All
I
right.
can best direct you.
So, I called 911 at the school. I was up at the school. I called 911. Bill Pritz, the principal, told me that I was not allowed to call 911. It was against policy, and then I had to leave campus. He told me, I have this on record too, I recorded it. He told me I had to leave, and it was policy. I told him I don't think that's policy. I dialed 911. Your teacher was doing something inappropriate with my child. It needs to be investigated. They canceled my 911 call. They canceled my call, then called their secret police, the Cobb County School Police, not for the issue at hand, but because I wouldn't leave the campus,
Okay.
completely ignoring the fact that a teacher was in the bathroom in an inappropriate way with my son staring at his penis. Whew. This is too much. So, Kemp Elementary and Cobb County School has a long history. Is their MO. When a parent complains about the services that they're getting from this public school, they villainize the parent. My son, and I have this all recorded, notes, video, audio recordings of me reporting my son being bullied in the school.
Okay.
They ignored it, they dismiss it, they call me a problem child. They call me a problem.
Right.
Not the fact that they're not following their policies and the law, but because a parent is complaining about what they're doing at that school.
Right.
They're breaking the law. They're putting child safety at risk. They're endangering the welfare of children at Kemp Elementary School and in Cobb County School District by the way they cover up crimes of their staff and employees. Recent version of that was a teacher was caught in Cobb County School District putting the camera in the bathroom watching boys. He was arrested.
I heard about that, yes, sir.
Yeah. That didn't just happen the day he was caught. That's been going on for a long time. Pedophiles don't just start one day.
Right.
They don't wake up and say, hey, I'm going to do this.
Right.
This has been going on in the school for a long time in the Cobb County School District. And because they don't have police over there, they have their secret police that seems to answer to no one. I've asked dozens of police, all of rank, sergeant and above, who are the Cobb County Police, school police. No one has been able to give me a direct answer. Have it all on video. They give me a different answer every single time. My son came home with a bloody nose recently. I complained. I told him, look, my son was assaulted at the school. He came home with a bloody nose. You need to do something about it. They were dismissive. Again, they started calling me a problem. because I was complaining about my son getting assaulted. It's a crime. I told them, you need to do something about this now or call the police, or I'll call the police. They refused. I called the police. I put it all on video. They turned around and said they called the police on me. But I have the 911 call and the video of me dialing 911, calling the police, going to the school with the police to get this issue dealt with. And instead of the police dealing with the issue, they turned me into the problem child and say, well, we have a long history with Mr. Condalucci. And then they turned around and put a criminal trespass warning on me. They put a criminal trespass warning on me at Kemp Elementary School. When they gave me this trespass warning, I wasn't even at the school. I was over at the superintendent's building trying to get this issue dealt with because the school was ignoring it. Then I had Sergeant Jones come in from the Cobb County School Police with this trespass warning. And I asked him, did I commit a crime? He said no. I asked him, did I do anything wrong? He said no. I asked him why he was giving me the trespass warning. He said he didn't know. I asked him, I told him, so you literally do not know why you're giving me this trespass warning? And he said, correct. I asked him to repeat that. And I said it, and it's all on video. So I want to repeat that question. So you do not know why you're giving me this trespass warning? And he said, correct, on behalf of the school. So now we have pre-crime, people over there. We're giving you a trespass warning, not because of what you did, but what you could do in the future. And he actually admitted that right on the video. He said that on the video. No due process, violating my constitutional rights, violating my son. My son is getting attacked, and they turn it around and say, I'm the bad guy. I've gone to the police, the school police, they ignore it. I went to the school board, they've ignored it. I went to the local police, the school police. I went to the local police department, 5th Precinct. They told me I had to go somewhere else. They told me I had to go to the DA's office, or they had to go to the AG's office, or I have to go talk to, some other department.
Right.
Record all this. So I go over to the police headquarters, and I try to report this crime and generate a police report. Have it on video. I told them my son was assaulted, and I gave them all the information. In the police report that they made, they mentioned nothing about the assault that I was reporting, but they did put in there that I have a long history over at the school.
Got copies of your of the reports that you filed.
I got copies of reports. I have copies of videos. I got this all on tape. These are corrupt, dirty bastards. And they are covering up crimes against children. Something needs to be done about this. I've gone to the DA's office. They ejected me from the DA's office. I went in there and said, look, crimes are being committed against children. I need to talk to someone here. The AG's office told me to come to you. They told me I couldn't film in the DA's office. They said it was a private office. I told them this is not a private office, this is a public office. So right away, the sheriff's department, the same sheriff's department that has people in their ranks that have been arrested for pedophilia recently, telling me that the DA's office is private when everyone knows damn well it's a public space.
Right.
They told me I couldn't record in a courthouse. I was not in a courthouse. Smith versus Cummings. I was in the DA's office, a public lobby. I was nowhere near a courtroom.
Right.
They said I was breaking the law. I asked them what law. The sheriff said he didn't know. He told me that you're just breaking the law. and they intimidated me to leave without being able to make a report on my child being assaulted over at Kemp Elementary School under Jamie Frost, Bill Pritz, Miss Feldman, and Miss Gertzke. That's the administrative line. I've gotten emails from other parents at Kemp Elementary School where their kids are getting sexually harassed, but they're afraid to come forward with this information because they see the way they treat parents, and they know they have a secret police force that doesn't follow the law or uphold the Constitution, but follows the order of the school board. So the school has set themselves up as a fourth branch of government that answers to no one. What the hell is going on? Why is my child and other children allowed to be abused at the school? And when it gets reported, the parent is turned into a villain. Why is this allowed to happen?
Well, you already answered one of the questions I was going to ask you, and that is if you've been in touch with the sheriff's office, but obviously you have been in touch with them as well.
They're violent. I have it on video. They're violent.
Have you spoken to
and hostile.
Have you spoken to a private attorney about this?
Private attorney costs money.
Because see, unfortunately, with the GBI, we are a request agency, meaning we have to be requested by a sheriff, a police chief, judge, the governor, in order to go in and do the investigation. We're very, very limited as far as what we can do to initiate our own investigations without being requested. I mean, even things—
You're limited.
As far as what we can do to initiate our own investigation. We can't just walk in and investigate any and every crime. We have to be requested by, say, the sheriff, police chief, judge, DA, the governor. That's how we get involved in cases.
Well, Officer Wade over the 5th Precinct told me to come here.
Okay. But that Officer Wade telling you to come here is not going to constitute a request.
It wasn't Wade. It was DePoncio. I have it on record. I have it on recording. That it wasn't Wade that told me. There was another one of the officers in the 5th Precinct. Consomme is his name, I believe.
See, for us to get involved in that kind of investigation, the chief has to reach out to the GBI. The sheriff will have to do it. The DA is going to have to reach out to us in order to initiate that investigation.
Well, what happens if they're the problem?
Then I know you went to the DA's office. Then, like I said, either A, you're going to try to go through an attorney, hire an attorney, or then the next step is going to be going to the AG's office.
I went to the AG's office. They told me to go to the DA's office.
And see, again, unfortunately, we don't have the authority just to step in and for something that is a local matter. We can't just walk right in and take just start that investigation. We have to be requested, and that's a state law. Us having to be requested to come in order to do that kind of investigation.
So if a mayor of the town requests it, will you do it?
Then that's going to be a conversation between the mayor's office and the Atlanta Regional Field Office, which covers Cobb County.
So the mayor can do it?
On occasion. It depends on the situation, what kind of investigation they're requesting.
So they can do it?
There are times, yes, there are times, to my understanding, when the mayor can, make that request. But again, that's going to be a conversation that has to be had then between the mayor and then the Atlanta Field Office that covers that area, as to to hash out, okay, what all's involved. And
do you think a pedophile is going to turn themselves in?
I don't know anybody committed a crime that would turn themselves in.
Mm-hmm. So what makes you think these people are going to turn themselves in, even though I have the video evidence showing them committing crimes?
Again, sir, as I say, we are limited as far as how we get started in an investigation. And this is something that has to be held locally, or handled locally, excuse me.
All right, so you're avoiding the issue. There's kids getting abused. This abuse is allowed to go on because of the people that can start an investigation in the GBI. There's a direct conflict of interest in your policy.
And that's why we have there's other channels. That's why I was going to, suggest you go to the DA's office, which you've already done. If they're still not saying anything, then go back to the AG's office. But otherwise, the only other advice I can give you is to, get a hold of an attorney that can help you with this process. Because right now, I can't.
So the common man.
I can't just go start.
So
an
the common
investigation.
man needs to pay money to have the law apply, but the school system and the police can do it free.
I'm confused by that.
Well, the school can initiate an investigation, but if they commit a crime, they could start an investigation on someone who doesn't commit a crime. Here I am with video evidence of a crime being committed, and I can't get an investigation. They get paid by the government to do their job. Mm-hmm. Here I am, just a regular person trying to get the government to do their job, and I can't unless I pay money.
Again, sir, if the local police department, local sheriff's office is not going to investigate it, then again, you go to the DA's office. Okay.
Well, but don't you understand? I've gone.
Right, I understand that you've gone, but again, just because they say no does not mean we can just walk in and say yes.
Okay, so what do you need to do?
Hey,
there's crimes being committed against kids in Cobb County schools, and the people committing the crimes are the people that can initiate the investigations here at GBI. So there's a conflict of interest.
Are you live streaming?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's interesting. I was just curious.
so he's been to the sheriff's office, he's been to the PD,
Yeah, that's fine.
he's been to the the DA.
There's a public building.
Yeah, but to put us on video, you have to ask us.
What law is that?
Sir,
What law is that?
I can sue you for putting me on TV if I don't want to be.
No, that's not true. I think you're incorrect.
No, you have to ask people's consent to put them online.
No, that's not true.
In this building, yes.
I didn't see any signs out there.
I'm telling you now.
I did not see any
I'm
signs.
telling you now.
What law?
This building, you
What
cannot
law?
live stream us. It's time for you
What
to go.
law?
It's time for you to go.
What law? What is your name?
My name is Ron Braxton. No.
Ron
Turn
Braxton.
it
Do not
off.
touch me.
Let's go.
Do not touch me.
Let's go.
Do not touch me.
I'm asking you nice to leave.
What law?
I'm asking you nice.
What law is that?
It doesn't have
If
to
I
be a law.
don't leave, what will
We are
you
in
do?
control
Will
of
you
this.
arrest me if I
I'm gonna call
don't
the
leave?
DeKalb County and we'll arrest you for trespassing. I'm giving you a legal order.
Under threat of arrest, I will leave.
Yes, sir.
Under threat of arrest, I will leave. I am trying to practice my First Amendment rights,
No,
but under a threat of arrest, I will leave.
no.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're not here for your entertainment. Then
This is not entertaining. My son has been assaulted and attacked.
find a local law enforcement officer and file a report.
They're not doing it. That's the problem. They're related.
I ask you nice to leave.
And you were talking to me. Well, there you have it, people. That was the GBI. I didn't think that was going to turn out to be that good. When he started talking to me, he sounded kind of receptive. And then, like I said, I was wondering how long that was going to last. And it didn't last very long. Yep, yes, Caucasian, yes, that is what I am doing. There's no sign out here that says I can record, and he thinks that this is some form of entertainment. I'm trying to report my kid getting assaulted. sexually harassed at Kemp Elementary School, and he's calling that entertainment. How insulting is that? How is my son getting violated entertainment? I don't understand that. Now, he told me he was giving me a lawful order, and he said I would be arrested if I didn't leave. He could not tell me what law I was breaking. And then he tried to grab my shoulder and got within like inches of me. No. But yeah, he was about to grab my shoulder and pull me up until I said, "Do not touch me." He was about to grab me until I said that, to do not touch me. People, that's Georgia Bureau of Investigations. You need to call them up and find out what the hell is happening.